Okay. Is Squeak's going to be on the Sage then? Because he's hovering the Reyna. I don't really think you'd want to not play Sage on this map.
I don't know, but
her
like,
wall is just too good.
Okay, well, yeah,
okay.
sure.
Wow, okay, that's cool.
Sage's wall is good, but at the same time, you know, like, do you really want to take that away from Squeaks, like that Julius role?
Yeah, it's not even that though. It's more just like, okay, how are you going to approach this B site?
Yeah.
That's my biggest concern, because half the reason you can take B in the first place is because of that Sage wall. So that being taken away from them has limited their options, especially on the attacking side. The defensive side is going to probably be okay because they have the Killjoy. And they have the double duelist where they can take a lot of aggressive A fights and a lot of control towards A and just, you know, poke and prod at them. They have the server, so like they know what they're doing here. But I guess it's really going to be better if this no Sage is actually going to, I guess, bite them in the butt here in the end. So we will see as we are going to be getting into this first round.
Look, I'm not going to be too biased here with anything, but hey, look, these are newer teams and they don't have anything I would say too crazy like strats wise up their books. So honestly, no Sage should be all good.
Yeah, just the thing with Sage is they just make the map play so much better. That's really it. The map plays so much better with the Sage. Really standard stuff coming out at the start. Dart is gonna be able to try to clear some space. It's gonna tag anyone. Tax is going to be working his way up towards mid here, though. There's also going to be a lot of B control trying to be taken here by the attackers. Warpaxi with the nice tag on a minimizer, and there you go. No Sage coming into play. They can't get built up there. Here's a fight coming towards A there.
Oh, Orange Pro just dancing with the devil right now, and he does come out on top. But however, the Spike still left basically in attacker spawn. They aren't really committing to any side just yet, and that Sage is on a bit of a solo mission on A. I'm a bit worried for his life, but overall, he should be fine. Backing away, and just a very slow game currently, just poking and prodding once again, but the Spike looking to work towards B.
Yep. So really standard at the time being. They're just poking and prodding. They're not really running too, I guess, no real fast play. They don't have a reason to. The flash was being toyed with there, looking like they wanted to push through this wall. May be the case here, though. The flash does come through. Minimizes on the other side. Warpaxi is completely not looking at the location. Somehow gets a second. How's that happen?
Warpaxi is just a god. That's what he is. And now 3v3. And then it is post-plant, so the attackers do have some cards up their sleeves. Tix run holding angle. Chaks deep in the enemy lines. Nice clean one tap onto Yifeng. God damn. Usually it's Yifeng who's landing those. Chaks, more. Can you do more? No. Smartly dashes away just to buy time because play the objective. That's all you have to do. But he's still fighting and doing so much damage.
So good.
The Sean and Scroll, the last two players, they're tagged and they still have to retake site and they still have to defuse. Look at where the last two attackers are. Whoa, hang on though. Tix swings out. Scroll cleans his head up. Junior trying to spray around, misses the right click. This Sean brings into 1v1, but Chaks finally, that patience play lurking back behind the enemy lines, it paid off at the end. It came down close. I guess you were kind of right, but goodness gracious, that's one hell of an action-packed pistol round.
Yeah, Chaks kind of just won that round on his own. The fact that he just knows that he does not need to commit to the fight there, just that's beautiful to see. That's right. What you see right there is him developing as a player, knowing that he's making the smart plays. And I'm not trying to take anything away from him. I quite like him as a player, especially. He's a friend of mine as well. And the fact that he's going for plays like this, he identifies in these situations. He understands, hey, look, I don't need to be going for the fight here. If I just keep these players trying to watch me here, and just wasting their time, boom, this round's now become extremely winnable for us. That's just really nice to see. So Chaks, that's a pat on the back right there.
Ah, young kid, you know, he's really grown up a bit ever since those ShadowNet days. Still on Jet, I think, mostly.
Yeah, no, he's on the Jet. It's just so different. Okay, he's going in with the Judge here.
It's okay. He's just the distraction. Warpaxi was the one to get the kill, and Chaks, oh man, you should dash. Just relax, all right? We talked about his growth a second ago, and now he's just pulling this kind of stuff. I think he heard us and trying to, you know, prove us wrong. But post plants. 5v4, you know, they have superior guns, not much damage dealt either. This retake is going to be next to impossible. As I say that, Scroll, first place to get something done, and Chaks, he's thirsty. He's hungry for it. Warpaxi is the first to get the kill. Chaks finally chimes in. Squeaks is down, looking for more. Dinks to showing up briefly, and he just dancing around. Once again, it's good to see he's not pushing in aggressively. Switches out to a Bucky to get the kill. Oh my goodness, this is a clean attack round.
What happened to his Judge? He just dropped the Judge for a Bucky and it's like, yep, this will work. So, interesting strategy, a little bit unconventional, but you know, at the end of the day, if it works, it works. It's going to be the second round on the board. That's just solid start, really.
He grabbed a Marshall as well.
Yeah, so he has a Marshall, so I guess they don't know he doesn't have that or doesn't have the shotgun anymore. So one of those things is just a mental thing. It's like, okay, this guy is a judge. He's gonna dash in our face. No, he's not actually. He's just gonna be playing back with the Marshal, looking for a pick into the round. That's probably what we're gonna see here. We're gonna see an updraft. May go for a Marshal headshot here, but look at this. Already aggressive play coming out from Tax, trying to potentially see if he can find something early into the round. He does spot the leg of Warpacks here.
Ooh, and he gets the headshot to Junior. Man, you see it so often and every single time. Like, the odds are always favoring him. More often than not. Deshaun, Tax, I mean, looking for more. Okay, spots out one, dashes away. Scrobble is there to back him up. Already good team synergy coming through. And Shaq's just trying to get a refrag, can't get it done. Minimize pushes the angle, long range. Can only get one though. And somehow Orange Pearl, sharp player he is with the Bulldog, confirms the refrag. And plus, that's a Phantom on the ground for him to play with. Now, they've taken one defender down, one rifle in their hands. If they can get 2 more, even 3, they've damn near won this round.
Yep, so a kill already to come out as well. There you go. There's Sage Wall having impact there, but never mind. Yifeng's on a extremely nice off angle. Not going to be able to find the kill on a Chax there, but he does get traded by attacks. That's pretty decent for a bonus. Like, it's okay. You get 2 frags. Chax has the knives available there, so this actually doesn't look too bad. He may opt to actually drop the Vandal over towards Orange Pearl and just pop the knives here. So their economy is in a really good spot. If they do manage to win this round, it's obviously going to be a lot better there. But I'm curious to see. No, okay, Orange Pearl's actually going to be on a Sheriff here. I thought the Vandal would get dropped, but doesn't seem to be the case there. So knives are probably going to get popped next round.
Well, let's see what happens. Realistically, you know, Orange Pearl, he could have had the gun. Like you said, and Chax just uses the blades. That's the whole point of, you know, Jet going aggro those first 2 rounds. Charging up those points. Not that it really matters at all. It's because Squeaks is the first player to get the kill. And Chax, yeah, bet you wished, you know, you gave the blades a try.
Little unfortunate. You know, trying to find something into the round. It's understandable. That is... oh, no. That could have been a really easy shot to find there, though. Kind of just... wasn't even looking in his direction there, and there you go. This is a free kill. So this is beautiful to come out from Nerdnecks so far. They've just decided to take these isolated fights. Tix has no idea that he's on that line, and there you go. Already a 2-man deficit coming out for the side of Nebula.
Yeah, and on their first, like, proper buy round, I mean, what do you really do at this point? Okay, group up, sure, but like, it's still essentially a 3v3 over towards A. I would have said save, because... going away with 3 players and rifles, it's not the end of the world, especially in the next when your Jet can pop the blades. So essentially 4 guns online, and look, it's just not working out. It's just not working out at all. Orange Pearl by himself, so many angles to fight from. Squeaks cleans house with the triple.
Yep, so triple gonna come out from Squeaks. That's what I'm saying. Like, this player, you want to... this person needs to be sharp, because that's kind of what they're here to do. They're here to be a duelist. They're here to just kind of frag out there. And I obviously, as I said before, I'm not trying to take away from Squeaks. They're just not as proven as the other players on the roster. So this is the one that you really need to be keeping your eyes on here. And a 3K on a gun round like that, with no one going down that team, that's great. That's just good signs coming out from Squeaks. They know what they're doing. They're like, okay, they're confident to take these fights as well. That's what you want to see out of a player, especially on the Reign of their Eco to come out for the side of Nebula. Chax is going to be on those knives that we spoke about previously. Junior also has access to the Hunter's Fury there. And Orange Pearl's very, very close to that resurrection. So if they can get a kill or an orb here, even a spike plant, they're going to have that resurrection going into the next round. So that's going to be a nice little win condition to watch out for.
Oh, hang on. That owl drone didn't quite tag up Deshaun, and Chax with the blades aggressing first. Minimize. All right. This is my first time seeing him play Viper on Icebox. Spots out the legs one way. Trying to do some damage. Damage is done, but he's on 10 bullets left, and his smoke is running low. If he commits 2 for too long, he may just go down. Okay, he gets 2. Swaps out to a classic. Chax, can you refrag? No, yes, he does indeed, but Deshaun claps back instantaneously. Orange Pearl 1v4. I mean, at least it's not a 1v5, but he has a Marshal, not a Vandal. Okay, doesn't matter. Lands a shot. And Deshaun, once again, quick on the trade. Not a bad defensive round, all things considered.
Yep, okay. So Resurrection is going to be out for Orange Pearl since they didn't get that frag in the end. So couple of nice little ults to have. Ult economy is looking really nice there for the defenders in Nerdnecks. So they have 3 ults online. They've also got the Hunter's Fury coming up very shortly. The Empress, you know, not really an impact ult, so we don't really talk about it too much there. On the flip side, Resurrection and Hunter's Fury are there. So they have some nice tools available here. Tix is going for this mid wall, so this may just indicate a really fast mid to be play.
Maybe. It might not.
Maybe.
Well, let's wait and find out. Yeah. Orange Pearl, Orange Pearl. Okay, good teamwork there. Oh, the recon now it's still tags too, but Deshaun. Texas? No, he looked away in the worst possible timing. Deshaun gets 2 and just escapes the safety. That's just punishment right there. And that's what Tax is good at, you know, just on defense, applying this aggressive pressure. And more often than not, he gets these first kills.
Okay, well, Junior with another onto... Okay, he just took a fight, just took his head right off. I didn't even see that coming. So there you go. Shut out of the way, Sean out of the way. There's a Viper's pit towards A. There's a lot that they really need to account for here. So if we have a look at the setup currently, we see Squeaks on this line. He has all the info in the world, and we're going to be seeing this drone coming out towards mid. The second it spots a player, it's not going to be good here, though. So Junior's been spotted here. They know there's at least one towards mid. They know there's nothing towards B. They can lean towards A here. Look at this. The Viper's pit's still up. They can't really do much about it. Yifang's holding this mid line down. Ooh. This fight might secure the round here. There you go. Trade 1-for-1. Chaks with 1 on Yifang.
Jesus, and Scroll just swings and even gets that frag with the Phantom. I mean... Okay, he's a pro player, so I won't put anything more to it, but Warpaxi, Jesus! Escaping with his life, briefly, but 20 seconds has Empress, 1v3. Isolated fights are possible, but no, just the positioning of the defense is much better. Or who was that? The other Reina was just a bait, and Scroll leaps down from behind with the backstab, time pressure on for, who was it, Warpaxi as well. Nothing he could do.
So... That's unfortunate to come out there, but here's the thing. I guess when you have a comp like No Sage, you need to be winning these defensive rounds, and that's exactly what we're seeing. So this is good to see. Aside from that, though, it's only a 2-round deficit. I guess the half is still very, very early. They still have a bunch of these ults available. Tix is one off the what is that called? Viper's Pit again. There's also an operator in play on top, so Deshaun, I guess, since that's how he's called in game. Pops the knives alongside that, though. The ult's gonna be coming out from Scroll. He's not gonna be able to connect anything just yet. Here's a fight coming out towards B.
Oh, Jax, perfect. Minimize has no idea. He didn't even hear it, but for sure, you know, Deshaun saw him glide up over initially. Now Squeaks kind of deep towards the attacker side, does some damage and backs off. Sage heal over towards Warpaxi. Not bad, and Chaks pushing even further, takes down Deshaun. What a playmaker for his team right now. But once that wall goes down, he may not actually see the Soma because the gun model, it's huge.
So this is exactly what they wanted here. They've got 2 picks. But the only issue now is they're kind of spread out towards the map. It's not going to be a third for Chaks. No, it's not. Resurrection is available there, and that's going to confirm that the server is towards B. They have no idea where the Killjoy is currently. They may have heard their util be turned offline towards A there because it is set up there, but not too sure. Can't be too certain about it. The res is available. They're not really going to be able to get Chaks here. Their Squeaks is in a great position here to get a frag. Never mind. Warpaxi is better today.
Squeeze, he looked down in the worst possible timing. Now Yifang, what more damage can he do here? Spots out 1, but he may get tunnel vision. Can't quite land the shot. Okay, no, he does get it at the end of the day. I jinxed him a bit. And we'll have to fall back. Killjoy lockdown is available, and now it's all down to Yifang. 1v3. Alarm bot will fragile Warpaxi. Even gets the kill. Okay, I mean, still has his ultimate, 57 HP. It's very much doable. But the last 2 players playing the buddy system for lineups potentially. Yifang, what are you doing, man? Back is turned. Yeah, walks right into the crosshairs of Junior.
That was, I don't know. I don't know what Warpaxi's doing there. Just tunnel visioning onto the turret, not trying to get out. They just die. That round got a little bit scary because of that there. But, you know, not the end of the world. They did win out the round in the end. It was just a little bit costly. And for something like an eco, that's beautiful. They invested in, I mean, a Guardian, maybe like a couple of Sheriffs.
The Sheriff on Chaks. He single-handedly, you know, really changed that round.
Of course. That was great to see. So, coming into this round there's a 1-round deficit. Economy is still in the favor of Nerdnecks, so they still have the operator. So they're still in the driver's seat here. They're not really worried about anything. We are going to be seeing a technical pause currently there to come out, so we're going to have to wait for that for a bit. But yeah, whilst we have this time, I guess we could just really say, just thoughts on these teams so far, because these are new rosters. So I guess it's one of those things where it's the player shuffle, like, you know, VOT's over, the shuffles happen. Like, I don't know. I'm happy that we're seeing a competitive game, though. That's all I wanted here. I didn't want this to potentially look one-sided, because on paper, you can argue that this game is going to be a little bit one-sided. But that's not what we're seeing here. We're actually seeing a very competitive game, and we're only 7 rounds in.
Yeah, I can fully agree with you in that. And, you know, a 4-3 scoreline in the Icebox, that's as close as it gets, neck and neck. From what I can see right now, surprisingly, it's, well, okay, not surprisingly, but it's Nebula who seems to have, I would say, I don't know, the better executions from what I can see. Like, when they play the attacks, right, they're much more slower and disciplined, and they, you know, they bait out these rotations on defense, and you have two guys lurking out over towards A, just playing the buddy-buddy system, playing real, like, close with your teammates. Meanwhile, for the side of Nerdnecks, it seems to be more individual, I like to think, you know? You see Tax pushing down, and Minimize also pushing down on defense. I mean, sure, the big brain players, and they, you know, they have that, I would say, repertoire for being able to do that, but as soon as you lose, you know, player after player one by one, no refrags that quickly, it's just not going to be good for you in the long run.
Yeah, of course, but I mean, I guess it's just really this game. I think this game, you know, I'm really one that doesn't shut up about this though, but fundamentals, you know,
fundamentals.
Yeah, so
you sound like Ferg. You sound like Ferg.
Well, I mean, if you have the better fundamentals, you're gonna win. Like, that's just how it works. Like, you can have all these cool strats in there, but if you're not playing off of each other correctly, like, it's not gonna work out in the end there. And it's just really gonna be a battle of who really just like what team can play better off of each other. It's something that happened with Peace that now turned, like, I guess Chiefs. They didn't like, they admitted they don't have a bunch of strats. They just play off each other so well, and that's what got them so far. They're the sharper players in the server, and they also just trust each other. They play off each other so well, and look where they got them. It got them to NA.
Yep, right? and also some really unorthodox, crazy plays that just pays off. How many times have we seen Clutchy just push through util and, you know, escape with a few kills? It helps his team so much. But this time though, Deshaun holding the angle, whips that first shot. Squeaks can't get a second try. No, he actually does manage to tag down Warpaxi. But Squeaks' turn now. Good for one.
This is interesting. What's just happened here? Oh! Phantom!
No! No!
He's so tragic.
He's gonna be crying himself to sleep tonight. Goodness. If he had a Vandal, that would have been an instant kill and maybe the second onto Tix. But instead, he did damage, got no kill, and he lost his life.
Oh, the knife pull out. The timing as well on that frag. There's going to be an AWP on the line. There's a free kill for Deshaun. Spike goes down. This round is just... It was interesting, but okay, never mind. Chase has found one onto Yifang. Yifang trying to look for a bit of info.
Yeah, Junior, what are you doing though?
Doesn't matter. Squeaks is just better. He's just popped the Empress, and he's gotten another 3k. I guess from the first rifle round, he got a 3k. Now he's also getting another one. That's not going to be it. Not going to be it.
You know... They keep pushing into Squeaks one by one. Same story again, okay? And like no refrags coming through. And Squeaks, he is like one thing that it's really impressed me about how he plays Reyna over towards A right now is his verticality. He's not playing on the ground level. He plays on pipes. He goes over towards was it 410? He stands on top, and it's just so hard to really, you know, fight against.
Yeah, of course. He's just solid in that position. He just knows exactly what he needs to do there. And he just gets away with it. He just takes these isolated fights, and it's the Reyna privilege, you know? You take the fight, you get out. This is a cute little orb to come out there. Okay, he's just going to be dancing. Oh, okay. So it gets him up there for free. That's really cute, actually. Sister, I'm going to spot him.
Nice shot, but it was missed. Minimize his tags, dead to rights. Deshaun does kind of defend him a bit, but unfortunately will go down. Squeaks pushing hard, pushing fast, and Orange Bro got to invest the wall early on and playing some mind games with Squeaks. He's still sitting around the angle, and Squeaks, he may be forced to just back off a bit. Yeah, he will.
Back off. Yeah, that's good play to back off there. Just, you don't need to take that fight. They have a Marshal, you know. Like, that Marshal is a very scary weapon in some players' hands. Orange Bell can definitely be one of them. Look, he's repositioned towards Belt. It's actually a really smart reposition.
Verticality.
Oh no, he's gonna just completely...
Boom shakalaka.
Oh, he was thinking about it. He's like, oh, I can't whiff this shot. There you go. Doesn't manage to connect it there. His boxes and his wall bangables that used to be there.
Nice start. Warpax is so low, and he just gets sprayed down. Look, this is what happens when you have a best Sova in the region on your team. Spray and pray, and it's all down to Junior. 1v3. Wait, where's he looking? He's so confused. He saw this Sean briefly, and he's just looking around. He's confused. Fake plants, but his back is turned. Hey, how does this Sean not land that shot? Junior's paranoid. He's expecting a flank around the corner, and Junior still wins the duel. A couple bullets left, and this Sean gets the final frag. What? This is a roller coaster ride of just really crappy emotions.
That was a weird round. Okay, if you ever want to call a round weird, that is a weird round right there. You got Yifang just completely Ferrari peeking. like takes out Tix after he just used his Viper's Pit, and you got Deshaun missing a couple of shots. Junior managing to find one onto Squeaks there and almost winning that round in the end. Deshaun also with the tag onto Warpaxi, finishing him off with the frenzy through the Viper's Pit. That was yeah, that was a bit of a weird round.
It was
there,
ridiculous. And like, you know, I thought that Junior, he had to die like in that situation. No way he gets a single kill, and somehow still does. And it's a 1v1. I was like, what? You're joking. Deshaun, come on. Orange Bill's trying to base out the shot, but Deshaun may just be sharper. Squeaks is holding that aggressive line as well.
Yeah, just as he's not on that, I guess the very deep line. He's on a bit more of a shallow angle. That's really okay. I was about to say that should be a shot that Squeaks wins every single time.
Yeah.
Just a little bit slow on the reactions there. You know, it happens, but that's the opening that they need. Orange Pelt also has the res available, so he's going to be the one that wants to stay alive here, though. The fact that he took that fight first over Warpaxi, that's a little problematic, though, because if Warpaxi doesn't get that...
They don't know!
Orange Pelt... Wait, whoa. Okay, what's happening now?
The Eldron didn't see, and now Scroll, he has to defend, close range, holding the angle down, can't get their shot onto Warpaxi, blinded in the worst possible time, and that was all down to Yifeng. 1v4, good starter, 70 HP, though, and Orange Pro gonna do a TikTok wall, I don't know what you call it anymore, but Yifeng just managed to sneak underneath him! Gets the easiest frag of his life! What?
Okay, so this round is so winnable. He has the lockdown as well, so he's been holding on to that for quite a while though. That's beautiful. Free orb, you love to see it.
But look at Jet. Chax is pushed in so deep. This should be his. Wait! Yifeng's too sharp. 1v1 now. Can we do a lockdown? Can be invested. He's just jumping around. I think he saw Tix as well.
Recalling my bot.
Oh, this
Hang
is
on.
terrifying.
Timing. Spots out Tix.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. Quad feed. Clutches it out. 1v1 Jules. Oh my god.
That is wow, if you're a Nebula fan right now, that is
Tears.
that is not okay. That is not okay.
No.
That is a 1v4 that you have just thrown. Orange Shell's out here like, you know what? I'm going for the TikTok wall. You know, I'm gonna post it on my TikTok. But no, just it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. You just take a 1v1 for no reason after Warpaxi goes down, and then boom, your two teammates are just like Chax looks to try to take that isolated fight because he knows he's in a bit of an off angle, but Yifeng's just better. He just knows that he can be there.
He's
There's
clears
no
it.
reason not to check the angle. Yeah, you have no reason not to clear it. That's what he does.
Oh, hard shot to hit, and Chax misses his blades, I think. This round has devolved into absolute chaos this early on. Hunter's Fury big getting pumped up by Scroll. Maybe able to get the kill. No, we'll tag up Tix a little bit. Counter wall up. Junior, unfortunately, can't hop on. And Orange Bill's by himself with only a classic. This is absolute madness. Tip for tat trades. Wall Street trades in the kill feed. Scroll trying to get a few frags. Or Yifeng on the flank. Doesn't expect Orange Bill to already be towards Boiler. And now it's all down to the last player. Orange Pearl behind the enemy lines as the attacker. He's in the defender spawn. Minimize and Scroll miles apart from each other. Again, isolated Jules. Orange Pearl on the angle. Misses the first few shots though. And now it's just slow. Minimize doesn't want to swing the angle. He's very aware that Orange Pearl can walk up Boiler. But if he does, Scroll might just swing the angle.
They're low.
They are low. Orange Pearl has res as well. And some util. And the time. Perfect timing. Catches minimized. Can't find the res. No, he will. A bait. Swing the angle maybe, but no, Scroll's going up over towards Boiler. He could be good for two here. Scroll, 1-2.
Oh my god,
yes. Oh man, that's patience. That's patience right there.
Last round in the half.
Have you ever considered making music? You'd be a good rapper, like honestly. That was those are like some 200 words per minute stuff. Not even like 400. How much does Eminem do? I don't know. Like you probably just doubled that then.
Okay,
that
look.
is some actual rap god level stuff I just heard. I'm not gonna lie. I was just kind of sitting there like, okay. Like,
you're giving me way too much credit. I'll tell you this though. I used to be able to talk even faster, and then I got put into English second language class back in school, and now my brain and mouth are out of sync, and they ruined my rap career. So yeah. So now I'm a Valorant caster. I could have been an international rapper, but
so it was just dead before it even started. Basically.
Sabotage.
Just grief. Well, speaking of grief, Minimize is taking a one-on-one, griefing his team right there. Yifeng would not be happy if that was the rank game, I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely not.
Out.
Oh, dude,
gets
Jax.
Down.
Jax knows exactly where to shoot. Okay.
4v4. Back even Stevens here. Drone's gonna come out towards mid. Yifeng's basically 1 HP. He's 5 specifically. And the hit's gonna be coming out towards A here. Very heavy A lean from the attackers now.
You know, the craziest thing is Yifeng still hasn't used the lockdown yet. But Squeaks he's in a rough spot. Trying to escape to safety, and he somehow does. Oh my god.
They're both 1 HP. There's 2 players that are 1 HP. Surely Squeaks can't get a reset here. Or just get a frag that gets him.
God, he
back to
needs it.
full.
He needs it.
He definitely needs it, but no way he's allowed
Timing,
it.
Chax saw him.
Chax.
No, Chax saw him. That's the thing.
Yeah. Someone spotted the other, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
Shallow plant. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Spike planted.
Clean, easy. A little bit of damage early on. And then the defense is grouping up, and there's a killjoy lockdown, I believe. Wait, yeah, you think, what are you doing? Chax is still up top. Nice flick.
Shot.
Warpaxi chimes in as well. Yifeng's gone. Ultimate's down. 2v4 retake. I don't think the defense can do this. No, it's all down to Deshawn. You have the blades. 70 HP, though. This is a very tall order.
Is it realistic there? Yeah. I don't think this one's happening. He may hit some nice shots on the exit.
At the
There's
time.
one blade left. Not going to be enough. There you go. Nice 3k to come out from Chax as well. Beautiful. So 4 rounds on the board. Now, this is where I need to see this no Sage. Basically, I need to see this no Sage. Like, okay, why did you pick it? Now, you've won 8 rounds on your CT or your defensive side.
Yep.
So swapping over to the attack. This is the side that it makes a lot more sense where you're going to struggle on, okay? So Killjoy on attack is basically just there to hold down the flank. They don't really have too much going into an execute alongside the lockdown. Sage basically has a piece of util that you can use on every single execute. It's 400 credits for the wall. Use every single execute. So I need to see how this is gonna play out. Like this is really where it's gonna be. Okay, did this no Sage work out in the end? Because this is a very real possibility that Nebula can completely take the CT half away from Nerdnecks here.
Well, let's see. Nerdnecks starting it fast. 5-manning it basically down towards B with a Viper playing Lurker over towards A. Junior, a small crossfire with his Viper. Tick's gonna get the nice dink and the second follow-up shot. Takes down Squeaks to start things off. Drops his orb and spots out so many players, and they know exactly where he is as well. Deshawn going in deep, trying to get this frag, but Tix just dancing around the box. But somehow Deshawn and Yifeng, they clean up the B sides. It's open essentially, and Minimize finally a lurk, catches out Chax pushing aggressively, and the attackers, they run away. They're going to go all the way over towards A, and look at that, Minimize, he's so certain of this. A side's clear, he's just running all over it, and then the defense, 2v4. Oh! Warpaxi. That's a shot. That's a shot.
Oh my.
Yifeng
Yeah, that's
just got clapped. He got flogged. Deleted.
He's gonna go for it again? No, Orange Pearl's not gonna be contesting. Okay, he has the Sheriff there. Heal available as well. Minimize already in an advanced position. Okay, that's probably just the round, so.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
What a shot by Yifeng.
Oh, okay, there we go. Pistol going the way of Nerdnecks here. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself, but it was bound to happen. So
Yeah.
9-4. Where do you go from here? They're probably gonna like. I mean, if they win this next round, that's when it gets problematic because you can't be giving them too many rounds at this point in time. Their comp doesn't allow them to do this. I might be reading too much into this no Sage pick, to be completely honest. Like 100 Thieves play Omen on this map over Sage, like, and they got pretty far. So I may be reading a little bit too far into this there, but honestly, I need to just see like I need to understand why this is the case. Like, why are they not happy to play Sage here? So,
well, hey, look.
I want to piss around.
If they win the series,
good luck for Mini.
in a post-game interview, they can tell us. And now look,
I'm gonna have to.
The 5-man gamble stack pistol defense over towards A, it's not paying off. This B-side's just free.
Yep. But it's good that they're holding the gamble though, you know, like they can't even hear anything towards B anyway.
Commitment. They're still sitting on A. Oh
yeah,
no.
They don't have info. Now they do.
No.
Orange Pearl's heard it.
Deshawn. Alright, Chax played this angle in the past. Orange Pearl trying to clear it. Does a little bit of damage first, and Deshawn might have to back off. Minimize, just spraying them down. 3! Resets. Can't get the 4th. Warpaxi holding the angle down. Can't get it done. Spray and pray. Deshawn just runs around the corner. What do you do with the Sheriff? That's such a hard shot to land. Damn near flawless round. Double digits now for Nerdnecks.
Quite solid there. So
yeah,
now they're at the 10. They're at 10. This round, if they win this round, the game might just be over at this point in time there.
Oh yeah.
Rifles are now available for Nebula. So this, I mean, you know, it's a no-brainer, like a no-brainer moment. They need to win this round. Like
this is go time.
Yeah, you need to turn off like right now. Like you need to say like, okay, this is why we're on Icebox right now. Like we're on the defensive half. We need to be winning this sort of stuff. So Tix is playing a very passive B setup. He's got the retake wall, so they're comfortable playing retake B here. They're already going extremely fast to this B site. Dot comes out. That's gonna ping a lot. Okay, that's just ping 3 members. The rotation's already coming out.
Well, offensive Viper wall comes out. Scroll gonna lead the way with this owl drone first off.
I love
Defensive
that
Sage
wall.
will used early. That's good. It buys time and some positioning. But however, it doesn't really affect the attackers. They're so deep. Tix looking to swing the angle, but what does SMG? You dink him like that? And look at that. Tix has to fall off the line. Spike goes down. Viper's Pit comes up from the attackers, and Minimize holding inside with the Bucky. This is the perfect. This is so ratty, and honestly, it just may just work out. But it's good job on the defenders, though. They're clearing these angles, spraying blindly, and Minimize eats the shotgun to his face. This is absolute chaos. So much util flying left, right, and center. Squeaks holds the angle down. Nice fragile. Executes Shax. The Yifang burns away Warpaxy, and Squeaks, nice. He gets intel and backs right off. And the defense, time pressure against them now. They have to start pushing fast. 1-for-1 trade in the Bucky. It's paying off, man. He gets 2. All down to Junior. Can't get the defuse, maybe get the kills, but they've lost this rifle round. Oh dear, look at where Minimize is. If he gets this one, I'm gonna laugh my socks off. Okay, he was close, but Junior went down. Oh no.
Like okay, I'm just gonna say right now, Minimize did that to us yesterday. This guy, he still uses the Bucky, by the way. Like, he's one of the few players that I actually see use the Bucky.
Dude, it works.
They executed to us on Ascent A site. He put his smoke down towards switch on A or door.
Yeah.
Stood inside the smoke with the judge. In the post plan.
Wow.
That was the most disgusting. It's so disgusting, right? And
Mega
he knows,
tilt.
okay, and he's just like, all right, you know, I've got my Viper's Pit. Why did I just use the shotgun inside my pit? Like, I'm probably gonna get the pit down anyway. They're playing retake B, and it works out in the end.
Orange Pearl, Marshall's out. He's just not landing his shots. He ain't no Ninim. He ain't no Ronsky. Yifang starts off with the Guardian, claps Tix, and Orange Pearl. This is a lot of work for him to do now, and I don't think he can be able to get it done. Oh my god! The one taps, man. Okay, and Jack strikes back, but he's quite low. Heals up a little bit from the Viper util, but Spike it down once again, and look just how aggressively they're pushing. So much control. Well, Deshaun might not see this. The gun barrel. No scopes.
Oh, that is just not okay.
Free gun.
That's not okay. Yeah,
Match point.
Look.
Oh man.
Yeah, why doesn't my classic do that?
Match point.
Pay to win classic skins, man. I don't know.
Is it? Was
Maybe.
it Prime? Look.
I think it was Prime.
Hey.
It's one of those things. Oh, classic.
Never. Okay, so
I don't know.
if you play on an alternate account with a default classic, it does right clicks like that. That's just going to be a mental note I'm going to make.
Christ almighty.
8-round deficit. This is very, very grim. Very, very grim.
Yeah.
So
And the buy as well, you know, it's seen better days.
not any better.
Look at Warpaxy. I think the idea is to go aggro or something and just use the Empress. Oh dear. Oh dear. Deshaun's tunnel visioning just a bit. Warpaxy good for 1. Overheals a bit. Yifang strikes back though. Warpaxy locking it down with the Empress.
What?
And he has to escape now because the time, he may get locked down, gets spotted by the Eldrin, but it's okay. He just narrowly manages to escape being locked down. Scroll dives in deep, gets the spike down. And now the attackers, they're the ones with the man disadvantage and they have to fall back just for now and play post-line angles. Deshaun with the operator and the dash to play with should be good for 1 before dashing away. 1 mid lurker on Minimize, and should he strike, he could be the game-changing winner here. Deshaun, good for 1. Chax trades back instantly. Team play is online. And the defuse. Orange Pearl just on the damn road. Jason Bourne style, Tom Cruise. And Warpaxy 3 kills. Sneaky defuse. Scroll can't get the final kill, but they lost the round. Jesus. I mean, short of defense, they managed to hang on, but at what cost?
So the reason why he's on that rope, by the way, is you can, if you defuse whilst you're on the rope, in that position exactly, you can avoid the snake bites. You're just above the snake bites, basically.
Disgusting.
So that's what he was going. Yeah, so that's what he was going for there. There's something else to note as well. Yifang getting a little bit too early after dropping the lockdown, just trying to send it into the site. I guess just assuming there was no one there because, you know, the lockdown's coming out, but there was like 10 seconds left in it. Like, they don't have a reason to leave just yet. So that's a little bit early, but that might be just showing signs of, okay, look, you know, we're just trying to close this map out though. We're not trying to do it cleanly. We're just trying to get this game over and done with. And that might have, you know, given them, well, it's given them a round. It's given Nebula a round, that's for sure there, but it's really just a matter of how many more rounds from this point onwards can they get. Warpaxy's completely trapped it.
Oh my god.
Minimize has just walked up mid and gotten 2.
The mid lurk, man, unbelievable. Finally, this round that works out, and Tix has to do so much inside his Viper's Pit. The enemy, they're everywhere. Oh, alarm bot. That's not shocked up from who? Junior? I don't even know.
Junior? That had to have been.
Tix, good for one.
Huh?
It denies the plants, but now he can't enter his Viper's Pit because someone's around the corner. Scroll up top.
Get out of my way.
Looks around the corner. Paranoia comes through, but it's underneath the ground. Tix was okay. Tix was okay. And now Junior trying to lock it down a little bit further. Taxus has the blades out. And the spike is back in the position of the attackers, but they aren't committing to the plant just yet. Okay, now they will. And Chax has so much to do here. Jet versus Jet. Lands two up his bum, but can't finish the kill. Pulls out the blades again. Onto his last one. It's all down to Chax. One blade has the Phantom. 9 bullets. 1v3. And Squeaks from behind. Tapping away. Oh, well. It was close. It was close. I really hyped it up, but wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be.
Whose pick was that?
That first map pick was Nebula's pick, actually.
Oh,
on defense.
okay.
It didn't work out.
That's
It didn't work out.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work out in the end there, but you know there is another map to be played. So
Indeed.
you can always just win your opponent's map pick. It's always very like it happens, you know. You know, I guess if we look at the scoreboard right here, I'm not sure if stream can still see it though, but Chax and
can.
I guess Tax just both at the top of the scoreboard for each of their teams. You know, that's just impact right there. At least
Yeah.
3 first spots for Chax, 2 for Tax. You know, that's when you know your Jets at least putting in that work. They're really trying to like get these opening frags, at least try to like hold down the lines, and you know they're putting up numbers. That's all that matters at the end of the day. If you're on the Jet and you're getting kills, you're doing your job. And
Indeed.
for the rest of the team, kind of just falls into play. You know, just falls into play. Squeaks. I don't want to look. I keep talking about this player because there's someone that has not proven themselves I guess alongside the rest of the roster there. The real only notable thing I saw from them was just 2 3Ks on the CC side. So on that Raider pick as well, there was some like solid impact rounds, but the thing is just 10-10, like, you know, it's okay. You did your job. You got the impact frags you conceded there. We might want to see a bit more out of you. And this might just be the growing pains, you know. They were in that Fury roster, you know. I guess we somewhat know what happened with that. It didn't really end too well. They're in this roster now. There might be a lot of room for development here. And I guess this roster is probably going to be where they try to flourish a bit here. So map 2 will be, if I'm not mistaken, Bind.
Yep.
So thoughts on that?
Well, honestly, I do think that Nerdnecks, they still have the advantage because it's just the amount of brain power they have on that team, you know. But hey, we'll find out what happens. We like to be proven wrong. So guys, short break and we'll see you shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PlayAEN, the spring open qualifiers for the $3,000 Valorant tournament. And of course, I'm Digital Cast, and now a special guest. Unfortunately, I didn't change your name in time, but Nade, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm really excited for today's game. This will be my first time casting for some actual high elo gameplay, so I'm really looking forward to it today.
Well, I certainly hope you're ready because, from what we saw in the previous map one on Icebox, these two teams, they came in and they were actually pretty sweaty, a few of them at least, but mainly more so on the side of Nerdnecks. Nebula, I think there's still growing pains, and I do think Crash was saying he was very happy seeing Chax really grow as a player and putting up impact as Jet. But however, now map 2 coming into Bind. What do you think about this? I said earlier that I favor Nerdnecks coming into map 2 just because as individuals, collectively, they are better.
Honestly, I feel the same as well, especially watching from the last game, seeing MF Scroll, Yifang, and Minimize all shine, as well as Deshawn and Squeaks individually. They were hitting some pretty nutty shots.
Absolutely, especially Yifang, mostly, just the one-tap master. I don't know how close he sits to his monitor, probably kisses it at some point, but, he really showed us some really sick plays here and there. But while we wait for one of the players on Nebula to finally, get back into the lobby, Bind. How many times have you seen this map? And at high elo, I mean, are you familiar perhaps with some of the strategy, util?
I've seen it a lot in maybe like lower elo games, seeing how they play, but I have no clue as to how, I guess, a set of Radiant players would play into this map. I guess the best strats, I wouldn't know about that at all. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to play it out.
Well, what I can tell you is that, from my opinion, I think probably we're going to see Minimize back on the Viper, and I'm not too sure if you paid attention to Masters 3 recently in Valorant, and the winning team, on Bind, their composition was very Viper heavy, especially on Nats, and I think they may have had a second smoker somewhere, don't quote me on that, but it's basically the ability to play Viper and, lock it down. Defense, that's just one thing for sure, but on attack, it's just the mind games, being able to, create lanes with your walls, and just being able to lurk in deep and just use your brain to get these sneaky outplays. And these two teams, though, I gotta say, I'm not too sure what to really expect. I still really think that, who was it? Nerdnecks, they're gonna be able to just ape in and just out-aim Nebula. But I could be proven wrong, and teams are just switching over. So, Nade, while we're just waiting for the team to come over, how was your day in Sydney?
It was good. I was actually just stressing out a little bit about this tournament, trying to read up about it and learn about a bunch of the players as well. I found out that I don't think, even though they're all really sweaty about it, I realized that a bunch of them are still chatting to each other and talking to each other, checking their messages on Discord, even while they're in the tournament. And I was quite surprised seeing all these cracked Radiant players. I thought they'd be, 100% focused and invested into the game with no distractions at all. But these guys are kind of just relaxed, checking their messages in between rounds and everything like that. So this is all totally new environment to me, and I'm surprised. I was expecting,
look, yeah. Well, you're expecting what? Like there to be full serious, and like if like someone on the other team messages like, nope, don't talk to me.
Yeah, I thought they had everything switched off, door closed, do not disturb on the front, and they're full in the zone. That's what I was expecting from Radiant players, but I guess not. Not the
case. But hey, look, I suppose it is good to see that, these players are a lot more relaxed, and they're just, having a good time, having fun, because that's what this is all about. Obviously, if you do manage to qualify and go deeper, then all the more power to you, because you'll be in the running for potentially $3,000. But I'm not too certain in regards to that just yet. And now look at the players. I do think let's just go on a short ad break again, because they are having some technical difficulties. So instead of listening to us blabber around, let's check out this short ad, and of course the sponsor of PlayAEN, the AEN Spring Series Valorant. Catch you guys soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back after that short breather to Play AEN Valorant Spring Series Open Qualifiers, and of course another best of 3 series right now between Nebula and Nerdnecks. I'm Digital Casts, William Zanger, of course, Janesse Beltran, Nade, and look, we're here to basically bring you map 2 of the series, Bind, and look, without further ado, teams are ready, so without, more talking, I was about to say without further ado again, man, I'm the one choking right now. Let's just get right into it and Bind. So we talked about it a little bit earlier about how these two teams, they may play, and honestly my prediction is I see Nerdnecks honestly 2-0ing this. Unfortunately, I'm really not trying to be biased over towards them, but it's just individuals once again collectively they're better. And now into Agent Pixel X. Nade, anything stand out in particular to you?
I wanted to ask first, with Team Nebula, any players in particular stand out to you that
To me?
I should that I should take note of before we go into it? Because
on
there are a lot of
Nebula?
standout players in Rednecks, but not that I know for Nebula.
Okay, look, for Nebula, I think, the main standout player probably to keep your eyes on is Chax and Orange Pro. Orange Pro, he basically has duelist aim and that kind of mentality, but he plays a support role. And, more often than not in the previous games I've casted for him, he's the one at the top of the leaderboard despite playing Sage. And Chax, Crash was really, fawning over him, saying he's had so much growth as a player as well, and he's starting to use his brain a little bit more instead of W King all the way in. He's a cracked player, very sharp aim, but sometimes, he may get a little bit jittery, and that could be the downfall of him. Junior as well. Junior, he used to be a decently good player in the scene until he went into retirement, but now he's back just to give it a shot again, see what happens. But look, for the side of Nerdnecks, I'm sure the one the best is probably going to have to be Yifang, because being based in your little streamer community, he has some presence.
Yes, and there's no Viper picks this time for Bind. Quite unexpected based on what you said earlier.
Yeah, indeed. Viper, I think she's such a good pick for Bind. Just the amount of mind games and angles you can create, lanes for you to just push in deep, especially over towards A. B site not so much, but you have the smoke orb lineups to help you out in that regard. Well, I'm a little bit sad, but it's okay. These players, they can play whatever they're comfortable with. It's good to see Astras come through, though, but mainly, for the team of Nerdnecks, my eyes are really on towards Squeaks' Sky. Because Squeaks, in Game 1, we spoke about him briefly with Crash, that he was that young cracks player yet to prove himself, but he's a very solid, fundamentals, well, mechanically speaking, right? And to see him get off of a duelist and get onto a Sky, maybe this is his true character pick, and a duelist was just his secondary. But look, we will find out. Standard stuff though, and we are seeing a double duelist on the side of Team Nebula, Raze, and Jet. Although I'll prefer probably just one duelist, and I like Jet better than Raze. But utility and how teams play is different. Right off into the first round, Pistol. Nebula starting off on defense, Nerdnecks on attack, looking to just play defaults right now. They've secured Shower's control.
They've spotted Chax over in the cubby. Deshawn is able to tag Chax, but isn't able to quite take him down yet. They seem to back off away from Showers, and they still have Spike over on B side for the attackers. Playing very slow here so far. I'm really curious to see how they're going to play Astra here. We don't see a lot of Astra in low elo since you need a lot of teamwork for it, so I'm really hoping to see her shine.
A lot of brain, really, but just waiting. The wall expires, and now Orange Pro has a lot to do here. 4 enemies at his gates. He may die.
Oh, they've just spotted him.
Oh!
Orange Pro able to take down Yifang and minimize. Good for 2, but Deshawn gets the trade-off. Grohl checking hookah is able to take down Junior. Now it's 3v3 situation.
And the Spike about to go down soon, and the defenders all grouped up over towards defender spawn. They have some util to play with. Mainly it's Tix. He has those 2 stars, and a smoke and maybe a gravity well will assist his team into retaking sites. But it doesn't really matter because it seems like he's going to put it down. But it's really, Chax who just runs onto the site ASAP. And here comes the retake.
Deshawn's pushed onto the site. And is taken down by Warpaxi with the classic. Fury's able to get the trade onto Warpaxi though. And now it's 2v2 with Jet and Sky dangerously low. Fury on 13 health points now. Tix just dancing in that Astra smoke, playing it. But Fury Squeak still takes him down. and Scroll is able to finish Chax off, and that is the first round for the attacker side.
Yeah, indeed, you know. I think that was a good play on the defense. They managed to basically retake the sites, and it was just a matter of timing, I would like to say, because Tix, he had the smoke down over towards Octagon, and if they maybe got on the spike defuse a little bit earlier on, that may have given Junior a little bit more time to defuse the spike and go a little bit further, but it just expires, you know, and then Tix got kind of caught with his pants down, Squeaks holding the angle with the Sheriff of Oval Guns, lands the clean headshot, and overall it was a bit of a closer round, but at the end it was clean coming out from Nerdnecks. Now 5-man bum rush up over towards B long with SMGs all the way. Deshawn instant in with the flash to help him out. Oh dear, the defense, they're falling.
He's able to get the kill on Junior as well. Those satchel entries really paid off. He just misses Tix, but still takes him down. Better gun.
And now Orange Pearl. Yeah, what do? You have to back off. A frenzy at this distance. Oh, wait.
And he's able to take down Deshawn. Frenzy versus Spectre. He is on 48 HP though now.
Yifeng?
Yifeng not landing those shots onto Chax and is taken down by the Classic.
Oh.
Fury punishes Orange Pearl for peeking that.
Diffuse spike.
There they are.
One enemy
A
remaining.
really nice Sova Dart from Scroll. They're able to catch, minimize, and take them down, and Scroll finishes Chax off as well. And that's another side for the attackers. But they did lose 3 guns.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, when you're playing that anti-eco with SMGs in the second round, you want to keep as many, bodies alive realistically coming to this third. Because now it's the enemy team who are going to be playing anti-eco against you, and you have to play the bonus. So losing those 3 players early, you know, they kind of have to reinvest, and it's going to cost their economy just a little bit. And as you can see, the buy, it's a little bit scrappy. I mean, sure, Squeaks is going to invest into the Vandal, and Scroll still going to hold onto the SMG. But look, Deshawn minimized on pistols. Yifeng, signature Guardian pick. Meanwhile, out from the defense, Chax already has the operator online, but he is on a glass cannon buy, so no armor to play with. And once again, in this round for the bonus, surprisingly, Nerdnecks playing really slow defaults.
Some util being used in showers here from both teams.
And they do get showers, and then the defense just give it up to them. But it's fine. They're still holding onto the sites, but the orb, however, will go over towards the attack. And Junior, oh, that's kind of wrong angle to run into. I thought he was going to the tube. Meanwhile, Chax picks up the first frag against Minimize, and that's a crucial kill. No smokes now for the attackers.
Looks like the attackers are rotating onto A after getting the pick.
Recon arrow setup, and I do believe this is their... No, not quite their cue to strike just yet, but they're walking in closer, and Tix next door neighbors with a few players over towards showers.
Yifeng able to get the pick onto Warpaxi, but Tix able to kill Squeaks and Deshawn as well.
The TP coming through, and Yifeng, he's managing to basically lurk over towards defend the spawn. Oh dear, Chax has no idea, Chax has no idea. Operator in his hands now, and the spike, I think, is going to make his way back over towards A, but however, there's 2 defenders just holding this long range angle. 20 seconds left, Scroll has to go huge with the SMG.
One enemy remaining.
Or not.
Spike down A.
And Tix takes down Yifeng. He was able to pick up the up there, but it was just too hard for Scroll to push in with that gun.
Yeah, that's a rough situation to be in, you know, and I guess, I'm not too sure who called that play there coming out from Nerdnecks. They kind of had the right idea, but it's the rotations, you know. You know there's still at least 2 defenders on site, or to some extent. No one's over towards B, very little intel, and Scroll just runs back into it, solo carrying the spike, SMG, and it's just not meant to be. Yifeng, though, he did manage to do a little bit more damage and with the operator, but overall does manage to lose it back over towards the defense. So overall, a pretty good bonus, all things considered. Economy damage was done, and now Orange Pro playing a really ratty angle in over towards showers with the judge. Might be able to 2-pump someone at that distance. Meanwhile, the attack is grouping up over towards long, looking to execute.
Looks like the Raze is unable to push into hookah because of that Sage Wolf holding with the judge there, and the Killjoy ult does come down onto B side from the attacker side.
They're waiting.
Just waiting.
Yeah, 10 seconds. No need to play close in Orange Pro. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh. And Junior backs up there. Is taken down to 72 HP. In CT now. Minimize is taken down Junior, but Tix is able to get the trade, and Yifang trades onto Tix as well. Now 2v2 situation here. The bomb has been planted. Jax has moved up onto
Scanning
site.
ahead.
Nice paint shell. Squeaks flies through off of that flash and perfect.
A beautiful flash from Squeaks there. Able to take both of them, blind both of them, and then take both of them down as well. And
Yeah.
that gives them the round.
And you know, that's just why Sky, as a flasher in general, like she's got to be the best, because you know she throws out that guiding light. It can get intel, and that's not the only thing. You can play mental games with it. You can either throw it out and you can commit to the flash. You can steer around corners, or you throw it out and you don't flash. You just hold onto it, and basically it forces them to turn around, and that's when you swing. You win that mind game. Or alternatively, even further, you delay the flash, and they think they've dodged it, and then turn around, no, and then you pop it. So overall, really great start, really great play there. Oh, what a running dig by Junior. Yifang's brought down to 5, and then there's Sean with the judge at that distance. What are you doing, mate? So much damage has been done by Junior, but it won't be long for this roll anymore. Minimize the scroll. They chime right back to get a few kills as opposed to damage. And now the attackers, heavy man advantage, still going to execute over towards B.
3 defender hold over in B long seems to not have worked. They were able to take down 2. Deshaun satchels in and is taken down by Hax's jet ult. Those knives, and he's able to get 2 as well. Taking Minimize down. He dodges the sky flash from the attackers. He's got 3 knives left. And Squeaks is just able to dodge those knives and take Jax down. Now it's just Warpaxi. Shotgun in a dream.
Shotgun and a nightmare. This gets wall banged down after getting exposed by the recon error. And look, the attack is really starting off strong for like a 4-1 lead, and their economy, I mean, it's seen better days, but at least it's safe for the time being. 3 ultimates online coming to this round, and the previous Squeaks, he had to use the Seekers, which by the way is no longer 6 points, it's 7, slightly more expensive, and I can fully understand why. Just the amount of distraction it provides for the team that uses it. Now, the attackers, right? You have the Showstopper ultimate available for Deshaun, and I'm expecting him to just int in with it and basically create a distraction, allowing his team to push on. Cosmic the Divide comes up, and there's the ultimate. Like I said, A site should be taken fast.
He pushes up into U-hold, but there isn't quite anybody there. Warpaxi also getting the raise ult. Isn't able to quite get anyone with that though.
Nowhere to run.
And the Sova ult comes down. Tix is able to take down Fury Squeaks, but Minimize is able to get the trade-off. And Scroll takes down Warpaxi with that Sova ult. And the spike has been planted.
You know, the retake, it's going to be rough. You know, you're a player down, and you've lost your smokes. I mean, sure, maybe the stage has a wall somewhere, but now 2 players stuck over towards heaven. You kind of can't really come out of that choke point. Deshaun holding close range with the judge should be good for a kill. Spots out Junior. Junior can't get the kill though.
Oh, those shots just did not land, and Yifang is able to punish him for that. You can't miss
Deshaun.
those shots on Yif.
No. Oh, Deshaun, what are you doing?
Switches to the classic.
One enemy
And he
remaining.
is able to take down Orange Pro, catches him with his pants down. Jax is able to take down Deshaun with the op, holding the spawn,
Ooh.
saving the op, but Minimizes walking right into his crosshair, teases him a little bit, and takes Jax down, and that's the op gone for the defender side.
Jesus, that's a ballsy swing. I think Minimize had his knife out to escape the spike explosion. And then what was that, a pistol? No, yeah, he has knife out, and Jax had to land the shot. He missed, and then this just happens. Goodness. That's a huge economy loss, and now the defense. You're already down by 4 rounds. You need to come back strong, and you need to answer back, because right now, the attackers, Nerdnecks, they're just running rampant on bind. Their executions, it's working, and like they don't really have to do anything because they always come out on top in these situations. They're rarely on the back foot, and it's the defense who keep bleeding players early on, and they lose these bodies and unable to, you know, get that map control to help them assist in their early retake. Jax this time has a teammate. Orange Pearl. Yeah, he's stuck in there.
Uh-oh. He's got 2 of the attackers watching the door to the teleporter now.
And look what happens, look what happens. They're focused over towards showers, and meanwhile the attackers, they basically walk down A main, and look at Deshaun, once again, so deep over towards A, getting 1 kill, Yifang gets the other. They're bleeding players too quickly, and there's no intel to play with. Now it's all down to 1 lone Sova over towards B. Junior, what more can you possibly do?
With elbow smoked off like that, holding a marshal, it's going to be hard for him, but he does push it! just misses his shot on Scroll, and Scroll punishes him, shooting him through the smoke. Pushing out that smoke with a Marshall like that is quite risky.
And he tried to no scope. You would think he would go for the hard scope to secure the shot. It just wasn't happening. And now, Orange Pearl. Look, 1v5, Sheriff has a res, sure.
Who's going to peek who first?
Good dodge.
Oh, but Squeaks is still able to hit a clean shot on him.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
They didn't quite have the guns there for that round for the defenders.
It's a really rough start, need to say the very least. And of course it was eco, so I can't really put much on them in that situation. But they gave it a shot. But Orange Pearl, when he TP'd over towards Showers, it was an interesting play. I guess they were trying to go for a pinch from Showers and push aggro. It didn't happen, and as a result, you basically lost one player on the map because he has no presence. He's not holding any angle, and that just gives a small crack in the armor for the attackers to push into. Obviously, having the gun advantage helps a lot, but then that 5v4 advantage, essentially, it just gives them so much freedom. And then as soon as they realize that there's two attackers over towards Showers, because I believe they heard the gunshots or had some notion that Showers was basically occupied, you can't possibly be playing that many players over towards A unless you gamble stack. That's why they went down A main really confidently, even despite, if they would lose a few duels at close range against a shorty or something, they can still trade out and maintain most of the control. Tactical timeout.
That's not the first time they've gamble stacked as well. They've held 3 before B long. And that didn't work out for them either that round, for the defenders.
Yeah, no, because once again, also on another eco and Nerdnecks, their utility usage, it's there, but once again, they're playing really tight-knit together as a team. It's not one player lurking up, say, B-Long or Showers. It's 2, maybe even 3. This time, though, a gamble stack inside Hookah. The defense looking to push. Or not.
That util is just holding off the defenders. They were initially trying to push out, but they were just held off by all of that util that the attackers are sending through. And now it looks like the attackers are looking around B long, realizing that a lot of the defenders must have been holding Hookah. Now the Astra smokes are down. It's going to make it hard for them to push out. And Yifang's Killjoy ult does go down here.
Orange Pearl,
there
similar
are so
situation.
Many defenders in that Killjoy ult. Looks like they're gonna have to back off now.
Yeah, they will. And the attackers, they dive right on. They swarm the sides and even elbow.
Ooh, but Tix is able to take down Yifang in elbow, minimize holding a cheeky corner, but is taken down by Tix. Tix just checks it.
And Long, look at the defense. They managed to flank potentially. A footstep was made, and I think Scroll heard it.
Warpaxi able to take down Deshawn, but Scroll is able to take the trade.
Clean.
And Tix, been a huge round from Tix.
Yeah, Tix just taking matters into his own hands as the Astra, and just pushing aggressively, getting these frags, and basically over towards elbow, it was 2 1v1 situations for Tix, and he managed to win out in both, and then the rest of his team just had the confidence to push over towards B for the retake, 2 players flanking from Long, so they really had to, pinch fast and create all this chaos for the attackers trying to play post-plant, because most of them were stuck over towards Oxgon, right? And as soon as they hear noises coming from, say, elbow and Long at the same time, they get panicked, and they start to have to, really take these fights and kill. Otherwise, they just boxed in a really rough angle and basically unwinnable. Now, the attackers, the defenders, they do manage to double their rounds, and this time, a better buy, operator back on Chax, and he's just pushing down A main. What's his Fury as well? Good damage.
Sova ult comes down from Junior. Does end up doing some damage. Yifang is taken down by Warpaxi, who uses the nade animation as cover.
And Orange Pearl as well. He pushed aggressively down Sands. Tix gets a frag onto Deshawn, locking it down Showers. Orange Pearl has a good idea that someone's still over towards that spawn side, and that was all down to Scroll. Oh, back when he was a mind freak, I say he's a clutch master, but a 1v5 when the defenders are this aggressively pushed up, yeah, maybe not. He has the spike though.
Warpaxi. Warpaxi's half HP here, but we'll scroll. Oh,
The
element
barrel
of surprise.
Yeah. Warpaxi, he saw the gun barrel first, and it was just a downhill slope from that point on. All right, the defense, they're starting to come back alive, and I guess that tactical timeout really did work wonders a little bit. Vonti, of course, the team coach, just trying to counter strat and read just what exactly Nerdnecks are doing. And I'm not too sure who really is the IGL for the team right now. I would like to assume it's Minimized because kids just got one hell of a brain. But coming into a tournament like this against these fresh teams, there's not much research you can do, and you basically have to analyze it on the fly. This time, though, the attack is a slight change up in pace. So starting to really edge over towards the A site, and looks to be a split. Showers control again as standard, and when 3 going down main.
I've got your trail.
Silver Drone in A short is doing wonders for the attackers team, but it looks like Astra is able to push out onto A site with the Sky ult.
No way.
And Minimize takes down Warpaxi.
Great spray. To start things off, and defense on the back foot again. Nice shock dart. Yifeng eats one. Still survives though. Now post plant. Defenders lacking a player. Here they go.
This is able to take down Deshawn. Minimize just holding that U-hole. And the Astra ult comes down.
Oh, strong crossfires here, absolute chaos. And the defenders, the bleeding players, and you just can't clear all these angles. Warpaxi, you have the ultimate now, but what good is it going to do? You can't even secure the kill. 1v3, as soon as that wall goes down, or hell, if he even pushes through the wall, he might be dead. Time is running short, can't get the defuse, gets the kill into Squeaks, but Minimize is right behind him, just narrowly misses his enemy. And Minimize, he will escape with a TP. The attack is well played around, and Warpaxi goes down to the spike explosion as well. Oh man, the defense, you invested so much into that round. I don't think they invested the no, they even invested the Cosmic Divide. They had the res, they got a few frags, but then it was just chaos. They got confused by their own Cosmic Divide, I think, and nothing happened.
The Raze ult as well. I don't know how I feel about that
And the Raze ult, yeah.
positioning for the Cosmic Divide there.
It's interesting, isn't it? It cuts off basically close sight, and if you stick the defuse, I mean, it's a pretty wide angle in which the attackers can still peek through and try to get a frag onto you. It didn't work out, and that's what matters, because now the attackers' economy is solid, and the defense, I mean, they are able to buy back.
Be long again.
Can't get a kill.
Well, just teasing Chax over here in B long, and he backs off once he realizes there's multiple.
With the use of
Warpaxi's in a tight spot in Showers here.
He needs a smoke to bail him out. I mean, your Astra's right around you. Why aren't you just trying to bail him out? Tix manages to trade one back, but Squeaks to get both. And now the defense, once again, down a player. And here comes the attackers with their ultimates.
You are divided.
Astra ult comes down,
Oh no.
denying Chax and Orange Pro that crucial vision. Squeaks holding a really ratty angle here and getting teased by Orange Pro.
Orange Pro has no idea. He's just not looking. And that recon arrow was disastrous. It missed everything. But Junior, nice.
Taking down Yifeng. Yifeng just walked into his crosshair there. Oh, Squeaks has been spotted and slowed, and Junior is able to capitalize off of that slow, taking Squeaks down. But now it is just Minimize versus the world, and Chax takes him down with the op.
Can't get anything done. Can't get anything done. That was clean, seriously. And like, I think that single cloudburst coming out from Chax, I'm not gonna say it's a one-way, but its positioning was really peculiar, and it kind of forced it Minimize into a rough spot. So if he walks through that, chances were pretty good that he would die. So, and he just, that's what exactly happened. He kind of, hook, line, and sinker, took the baits. Clean. But the defense, they're still down by 3 rounds. Their economy is starting to come back a little bit, and this is crucial. If they want to basically win this last round of the half, bring it to a 5-7 scoreline, it will give them a decent amount of space to work with to come back and even it out in the second half. But let's see what happens, because the attackers, thereby it's kind of weak. 3 rifles and 2
Sage is holding
worse
Showers.
guns. Oh my.
Orange Pearl is just taken down by Minimize, who just destroys that wall.
Shax.
It's a nutty shot, but Minimize is able to get the trade onto Chax. There's only 3 left on the defender side. The A side is all over for the attackers. They're able to get that plant down, now playing post plant. Now Tix, Warpaxi, and Junior having to play the retake here with all those Astra smokes.
Yifeng's a bit
They
aggro.
do have the Sova drone. Yifeng
Oh.
playing aggressive. Warpaxi is taken down. I mean, Minimize is taken down by Warpaxi. Yifeng narrowly dodges Warpaxi's nade there in U-hole.
Beautiful.
Blind works out for him. The teamwork. Yifeng taking down Warpaxi using Sky's blind.
You should run.
Oh my god.
The Killjoy ult
It's done.
comes down.
Last player.
This round's done. This round's done.
Oh.
Like, it doesn't matter if the defense can get a few more kills there, but I was initially a little bit concerned because Yifeng, he was playing so aggressively with
Yeah.
post-plant util down. And, you know, it kind of works out. I will admit, it got a little bit dicey there, especially Minimize getting spotted out by the recon arrow, and he gets gunned down, and Yifeng, you know, just really backs off. He decides to not challenge, and that's the smart play. Just locking the angle down, but that flash coming out from Squeaks, that was an absolute masterpiece. The communication was evidently there. Yifeng just waiting patiently. The flash goes around the corner, and so, I would like to say, and not only blinded Raze, but also Warpaxi's boombot. As a result, Yifeng just crosses safely, gets the kill, and then gets his ultimate, puts it down, secures the round easily. It was that win condition done and dusted. And now look at the scoreline, 8-4. It just shows, even despite being individuals for Nerdnecks, they are able to play somewhat effectively as a team. They have moments of brilliance.
Now we see Nerdnecks on defense here. They also have 3B. With Warpaxi slowly testing the waters in hookah, gets spotted
Here's a
by the
flash.
alarm bot.
Bye-bye.
And Chax dashes away from the flash. Warpaxi taken to 26 HP
Oh.
in hookah and is taken down by Deshawn.
Okay, at least now the defense, Nerdnecks, they've confirmed intel that obviously the attackers are nowhere near B, and they've cleaned up a
We
hookah.
have 2 flankers here, but Chax is watching it. Is able to send that info to the rest of his teammates, but they are still pushing in with that flank.
This is gonna
Coming
get
into contact with Astra
messy.
Smoke now. Tix, good for 1, good for 2! Orange Pearl with the off angle is spotted by Scroll, but Junior is able to take Scroll down.
Revealing area.
They're just playing around that sage wall now.
Absolute chaos.
Junior catches the Sky with her pants down, reloads right in front of her, and Squeaks is able to take Junior down.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Orange Pearl. Like, what, the hero of the Soviet Union that round or something? Jesus. Okay, that was that's a really hard round to break down, right? Because the attackers, Nebula, they kind of fluffed up a little bit over towards B, and it forced Chax to invest his dash early on, which was to save his life. Good on him. But Warpaxi getting caught solo over towards Hookah and getting naded and then double pushed, you know, that's something that you really don't want to see happen early on. You tend to want to keep Warpaxi alive because raised util and pistol rounds is very beneficial, especially damage-wise. But however, that retake, it had the right idea, the flank coming from spawn and also over from the attack side, but the defenders, they pushed aggressively and had the sage wall left over, and instead of, you know, doing your conventional sage wall for the plants, they managed to wall off defender spawn. And now in this round, I'm talking a little bit too much because the defenders, they're just bum rushing every single angle, and that's a tip for tat trade. Oh,
Minimize, able to take down Orange Pro with the Classic Junior, taking Deshawn and Scroll down with the Spectre. Now there's only 2 left on the defender side, and they're both on B, with Astra rotating back onto A now, realizing that the attackers are probably going off to A. But Sky is still at B, just anchoring. And
Yep.
the site is probably going to be pretty clear for the attackers.
but there are no.
Minimize is pushing into U-hole, but Tix is watching it and takes
Nice.
Minimize down.
Gun here.
Now it's just Squeaks all the way in B.
Oh,
Is split by a Sova recon star?
what a dart from Junior. Just
I'm
throws
sad.
it out there.
Oh, heartbroken.
And look what the attackers are playing. They're playing basically in the defender side of A. Good luck, Squeaks.
That Astra suck. The classic.
Oh,
Ooh. He's able to tag Junior.
it's crucial right now that they
Oh.
lose any more players because if you lost that third, then that means your bonus into the next round versus the rifles of Nerdnecks is going to be a little bit more rough. So I guess 3 is the magic number, and they do manage to, I don't know, buy somewhat half decently to get across the line for their bonus. But it's the defense now. Nerdnecks, full investments, rifles all the way, but they have to win this round because you know, if Nebula takes this, that's basically the guarantee to equalize, and you don't want that to happen. So Nerdnecks, they have to give it their all in this round and just, I don't know, probably not play aggro. Figure something
Looks
out.
like the attackers have culminated over in B side. We're about to have contact over in hookah.
Here comes a flash.
Warpaxi shooting some warning sheriff shots. Squeaks with the blind, but just isn't able to land those shots onto Orange Pearl.
Yifeng's in a tough spot now. Thankfully, the Vandal is still out of the attacker's reach. Oh, dear.
Oh. That raise nade just takes Yifeng down, makes it so hard for him to get out, and Warpaxi secures a kill with the Sheriff against the Phantom.
Scroll has a lot to do here. Nice shot. Pinches Warpaxi out in the air. Orange Pearl strikes right back, though. And defenders, they've already rotated over, but they are getting tagged up. Minimize, nice finish off. Oh, whoa. They're getting all these kills now. Hang on. And Six is across the map. He can grab the spike and swap out for a Vandal. 40 seconds to play with. This is a lot of room to work with. He's fragile, though.
Oh, Deshawn able to capitalize off of that fragile and finish Tix off.
Okay. That round was so winnable for Nebula. Despite being on the bonus, they did a lot of damage, and it was actually the defense, Nerdnecks, who got a little bit aggressive, I would like to say, with the rifles and gun advantage. Squeaks, he kind of felt like he had to commit in that situation because of the gravity well as well, and it forced him out solo. And plus, the best thing I want to say is that was the Sky nerf in action right there. Throws the flash out, and he saw how long it took him to bring out his rifle. Like, it's only by like half a second, but it was such a big difference. He started to panic a little bit, and that's when everything went downhill for him.
This time we have two of the attackers pushing into hookah, right into the Killjoy util.
Oh my god.
Minimize is taken down by Tix, but Chax is able to get the trade over in showers. But the spike is B-side. Yifeng holding a rat angle over here.
Yeah, he's keen to get some feet in his face early
He might just
round.
get spotted, and he is spotted by Warpaxi and is taken down.
Rotations are coming over though.
Now rotating onto B side. Junior sends up that drone.
No way.
Nice shot from Scroll onto Warpaxi there.
Spike planted.
The spike has been planted and the sage wall has been put down. All the attackers have to do now is play post-plant, with defenders all culminating over on CT, trying to figure out how they're going to play this retake. Deshawn satchels onto site. And the Silva ult comes down. Deshawn is able to take down Chax. Orange Pearl, good for 2. Deshawn running out of time.
One enemy remaining.
Is able to take down Orange Pearl. Getting teased by Junior, but his resolve does not pay off. Junior is still able to get the kill onto Deshawn and secure that round for the attackers.
Jesus. I mean, it's a good round one, but that was so expensive. It came down to a 1v1 situation, and honestly, I thought Deshawn would have been able to get that final kill as well. The time was running short though, so he really did kind of have to stick the defuse. But, okay, on the bright side, the economy has been broken for Nerdnecks, and this will allow Nebula, in theory, to basically bring it within one round, right? And their economy is also a little bit rickety, so it's crucial for them that not only do they win this round, but they also win it damn near flawlessly. You can't be, like, affording to lose rifles 2.9k plus armor 1k when your economy across the board is like, what, $500, $800 average? And they're playing, and this is the right play. To start things off, Tixie gets stinked down to 5 though. That's just the Sheriff in action. Playing the slow on default, but out over towards Showers. Look at Raze. Look at Raze. It's pushed up really aggressively.
Oh, Yifeng needing to bait for the sky here. Deshawn's able to take down Tix with the Sheriff. He's able to pick up the Vandal as well.
This is not good. Nebula, they need to execute over towards, like, B-side right now. 3 rifles in there, and Yifeng, he knows. He knows!
Perfect accuracy.
Sheriff shot from Yifeng onto Chax there.
They have to, like, push aggressively and not be afraid right now.
You will not kill my
Rez is out. And kills are flowing their way. Yet tit for tat trades. This is good now. Now, Nebula, they're starting to regain control of this round.
One enemy remaining. remaining.
Pax is able to take down Fury, who's just been sitting B-long for quite the longest time. And just like you said, the better guns in that round are able to secure them the win.
Yeah, I got a little bit concerned there, I won't lie, because Nebula, they got damaged too early on by the sheriffs of Nerdnecks.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm surprised that they kind of did bring it back, losing only one player at the end of the round. Granted, they did have to invest Orange Pearls as res, so it was expensive, but at least they maintain a decent economy. So even if they win or lose this round, they will be safe going into the next. And now with a 1, once again, is Nerdnecks' economy on this teetering edge of collapse, but they have 3 ultimates to play with, so really keep your eyes out on, like, basically Hunter's Fury to deny the plant, Killjoy Lockdown to retake the site, and also the what was it, Cosmic Divide to hold or basically retake.
Like they've been having those early battles in showers, but this time they've decided to play slow. Orange Pearl going slowly creeping onto A site, trying to check his corners.
Mate.
Deshawn able to take him down with the off angle on top of the truck.
That ain't it. I'll tell you that.
Now the defenders have 3 people holding short. They send out the Sova drone trying to get some information, and Chax dodges it while the defenders are able to push up.
Yep.
Ooh.
Repositioning 2 players as well. Even if
And it
Chax,
pays off.
yeah, even if Chax gets that first kill, he won't expect a second one to be there. Right now, it's too slow and it's too disconnected from Nebula. Not playing together as a team, not throwing out util to clear these angles, and it's showing because Nerdnecks, they're just abusing this lack of information.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left, and it looks like they might have to commit onto B here.
Look at
And
the
the
discipline.
Raze ult comes down, but he's caught in Astra's. Oh no. With 14 seconds left, Tix is able to get the plant down, but Scroll is able to use the Sova ult to take down Tix.
Standing.
Squeaks is able to get the pick onto Junior, and Yifang finishes off Warpaxi. And they did end up using the Raze ult there as well.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, in my opinion, the Raze ultimate, it's not as effective as it once was. It's mainly just, you know, pressure and, you know, hoping that when you pop it out, it scares the other team into falling back a little bit, which, to be fair, they were already doing because they knew they had a 2-man advantage and the ultimate advantage. There was no reason for them to play onsite and, you know, risk trading out their lives. Just play retake, play it safe, and you let your util do the talking, and that's what happened. They locked it down, ensured that elbow wasn't controlled by the attackers, and that's what really allowed the retake to, you know, come in so swiftly. Sure, from the defender side, you had Scroll with his util and shock darts coming through before he pushes, but it's mainly elbow, you know. Once the defenders manage to retain that much control, as soon as the plant goes down, they can just basically push through freely and aggressively, and that's what happens, leaving, what was it, Warpaxi in a rough situation, playing in the middle of sight, inside the tube, easy spray downs. And now it's a tactical timeout coming out from Nebula because they need it. This late into the game, this could be 2-0 into the lower bracket.
When Warpaxi decided to use that Raze ult, that Astra stock in elbow made a world of difference.
Oh, yeah.
How did he know? Do you think that his team called that, or he just like triggered it once he heard that Raze ult? 'Cause that's not the type of teamwork that we would usually see in lower elo games. So I'm surprised.
I think it's game sense because basically as soon as the Raze ultimate is popped, that signals the start of the site take. So as soon as you hear it, just instantly throw down your util and just wait. Let them make the play because they are already, you know, a few players down and they are on the attack. So the onus is on them. All you have to do is sit back and play the game.
And it worked out.
Yeah.
Worked out perfectly for them. Scroll with the early recon dart is also spotted.
Spot for spot.
Sovadron
Ooh.
comes out. Doesn't quite see anybody in showers. Isn't able to spot Deshawn in time.
That was unfortunate. Now, look, Nebula, they're playing this really slowly once again. I mean, sure, Chax has the blades. He's missed 2, though. I don't know. I think their strength really lies in these fast, tight executes over towards sites. Default just... It's not their thing, I think. Once again, you're seeing one solo player basically over towards showers, and like, sure, there's 2 over towards A main, but 1 over lone in hookah. If either one of those players, those lone duelists, like, they go down... That's a stiff man disadvantage for the attackers. And now A main, there's only Sage there.
the defenders are holding 4 players at A right now.
Yeah.
And just Killjoy over on B side.
Because they're fully confident on B, they're able to play retake. Killjoy Util can basically do a lot of damage first thing off, right? And you also have the Astra Star over towards Elbow. So basically the gravity well, it will deny Elbow control. And Yifeng has the Killjoy lockdown. So they're perfectly happy playing retake over towards B. Now, Cosmic Divide is out for the attackers, and here they come. But Chex is by himself. Deshawn just biding his time. They aren't checking these angles. Where's the recon Util?
Deshawn is able to satchel away. And Sky gets away with a teleport. Oh, Tix turns his back onto Minimize, and Minimize is able to take down Junior as well.
Oh, physical pain, physical pain. Warpaxi might not even live. But think. Oh my god. Okay.
I thought Radiant players check angles. Is that?
Yo, that's some cap right there. Okay, well, I guess they are Radiant. Oh, no. They aren't Radiant. Like, these guys, they're actually high immortal. There's a difference. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. So if they did check their angles, then they would be Radiant, is what you're saying?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
Okay, look, in this situation right now, the attackers, their economy is basically in the dumps. They kind of need to win this round, because if they don't, it's going to be playing against, Nerdnecks' match point, and Deshawn just running it down B long. Oh my god. That's map control early on.
There.
Okay, he falls back. Rotations over towards A. Look what's happening. So right now, for the attackers, they have to read this and run over towards B. I think that's what they're doing.
On is anchoring B though, and the Sky is rotating back to B. They just swapped around?
All right. Yep. It seems that the defense, they're pretty certain it's going to be an A take. Killjoy's there. Util so much over towards A.
But the attackers are able to read into this, with 4 of them gathering over at B now. And it's up to Deshawn and Fury to hold B down. Oh, the dog spots all 3 of them.
Yeah, it does.
And now the rotations from the defenders are coming in.
Killjoy locked down again. As long as the defense maintain elbow control, this side is so retakeable. Spike has to go down, but what's next for Nebula? You have to fight on site. You need elbow.
Deshawn spraying through the smoke, not quite getting anybody though. And the Spike is able to go down.
So for trades, and you can see the attackers Nebula, they're trying to fight for elbow control. They have to destroy the ultimate, otherwise it forces everyone off site, and it's just not working out. Pistols versus Phantoms and Squeaks. Yeah, pop flash, clean up. This retake, you can basically count it as a flawless. You lost only 1 player, which realistically isn't the end of the world, and that single ultimate, well, it was 2 really, it just made the difference. Cosmic Divide to secure it, but it was the Killjoy lockdown that basically was the crux of it all. And now match point for who was it? Sorry, Nerdnecks and Nebula. You have to win 4 rounds back-to-back flawless while maintaining strong economy.
This time the attackers seem to be culminating over at A. Will they play slow again?
I think they shouldn't. I want to see them play fast. And as you can see, 5 players grouping up over towards A main. This should be a sign of things to come. But so much util again.
There is all the Killjoy util there.
Yeah,
though.
and the Astra sucks.
Ooh.
They're not watching showers though for the defense. This could be good, but the attackers, they're just being slowed down by so much. And Chax peaks first, goes down. 1 duelist down, 1 player down. Nebula, they will persevere, and they're not looking over towards you. Oh, Yifeng gets 2, sprays down 3. Oh, it's done. It's done.
Oh no. Back to the enemy.
Oh, physical pain, man.
Oh, no.
Physical pain. It's just...
That's not quite what I expected to see in a game of high immortal players.
We're still on that
little
page?
bit surprised.
All right, fair enough. I mean, like, over towards the end, I really was hoping that they would play, like, aggressively and faster, but unfortunately, it's just...
They did.
I think they hesitated a little bit. They were just a little bit unsure because Yifeng for most of their game he played over towards B, and then basically in those final 2 rounds that was when they finally went over towards A. And look at that util dump. You have to get past the Killjoy. What was it? Nano Swarms, and you also have to get past what was it? The Astra
Suck.
Gravity Wells, and
That's
it's
too much. That's
yeah.
really intimidating. It's hard to
It's
just
a lot.
walk into that. They could just combo.
And then there's the one-way smokes as well. And Minimize, he played off of that fantastically. He knows exactly what his util can do. Look at that. Look at that. You know, and then Jax, first place to go down. He didn't even get the chance to use his jet dash to create space and, allow his team to push on aggressively after him. One by one, they just fall. They managed to take some A main control towards the end there, but they turned their backs over towards Yuhol, which I'm not really too sure why. You kind of want to control the angle, and then suddenly Yifeng just swings around the corner, sees 3 players with their bums pointed towards him, and it's like, oh, free kills, thanks.
That is so unfortunate to see, and for that to be the last round, to die with your back turned to the enemy like that in U-hold, no less. I'm shocked.
Yep, me too, absolutely. And look at this. Fortunately, though, it isn't a single elim. So even despite, what was it, Minimize, not Minimize, Nebula, sorry, his name and that team are so synonymous. Nebula, they lose here 2-0 to Nerdnecks. They will have a chance to go further in the lower bracket and perhaps run the gauntlet. The team does show promise, but obviously new team on trial. They need more time to mesh and figure out how exactly the executes work and the teamwork. Meanwhile, for Nerdnecks, it was kind of like how I expected. Just the individual players, the individual prowess and understanding of the game, and when you combine it under, I would say, strong-ish leadership. That's what happens. It was clean all the way. When they execute onto sites, it was fast, it was concise, they went together, and the retakes, same story. They knew the theory, especially over towards B with Yifeng's Killjoy lockdown available. Just play retake, leave, as long as they can maintain elbow control, he puts down the ultimate, that's it. Site basically retaken for free. Now, Nayday, without further ado, I do believe we have a interview coming out from one of the players. And look, I love speaking to this guy, Jackson White, Minimize. How you doing? How was that win?
Yeah, that one felt pretty good.
Pretty
happy about it.
Pretty good. And okay, are you happy about it because that was your old org?
I mean, it's a completely different team. Really, too big of a deal.
Fair enough. And now, I think in map 1, you guys, I wouldn't really say struggled at all, and map 2 as well, it was really clean. So far, you playing with, I would say, a star-studded collection of players. Is this going to go further, or right now, it's just a couple of mates getting together, having fun, and basically trying to win that lion's share of $3,000?
Yeah, I mean, it's still up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to decide what's going to happen. We don't really have a 5th at the moment.
Oh,
we
right.
Have, the Sean feeling, the legend himself.
Oh.
The Sean.
Is it okay if I asked? I saw that when Warpaxi decided to pull off that Raze ult, and then you decided to use those Astro Wells. How did you know?
Where was this?
This was in the second game.
No, map 2 bind later in the game, and basically you guys were on defense, and I think you and Yifeng were sitting over towards elbow on B, trying to maintain control, and then as soon as Warpaxi over towards Hookah, he popped his Raze ultimate, he entered out, and then you just instantly popped your gravity well, and you couldn't go further into elbow.
Yeah, I mean, the gravity well is really good against Raze, because you can't satchel through it.
Oh. Okay.
So it's basically a hard counter to the Raze ult, especially because I think we had Killjoy ult, so we were trying to play for retake. So I have my well holding the elbow push, because if the ult goes down and they want to push elbow, then they can't really push through the well and the mollies.
So smart.
Well placed.
I like that. Yeah.
Well, look, going forward, right, are there any teams that you guys are really looking forward to play against? Because basically right now in the Play AEN tournament, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say a ragtag collection, but it's the shuffle.
Yeah, I mean, this is the open quals, so all the formal teams are invited. But the teams we're playing, they're like the old AGG boys, or the people that got some of the people that got banned from LPL events.
Yep.
So it's really hard to tell where they're at skill wise. I play them in ranked and they're pretty good, but see how they go in a team environment.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sure they're just playing for fun, really. So
Well, that's the whole point, and as long as
Anyway,
everyone
thanks so much.
enjoys it, you know, it's good feelings and good moods all around. Well, anything from you, Nene, before we minimize down his merry way?
Oh, I'm good. I'm satisfied with my answer to that question.
Perfect. She was just scratching her head over that, you know, mysterious gravity well pop. I was like, whoa,
Yes.
this guy's got wall hacks on.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah,
Jackson
that's
White,
amazing.
thank you for coming. Have a good night, man, and have some nice curry that I'm sure your mother's making for dinner.
Cheers, mate. Have a good one.
Well, Nate, you heard him talk, and I would say very clean and concise, basically short interview, and he broke it down for us, and overall it seemed like they weren't struggling, they were confident in how they were playing and just had a great time overall.
Yeah, it's good to see everyone play very relaxed, enjoying themselves, really, which is what it's all about. That's what we like to see here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and that is our series done for now. There may be a game on, well, actually right now at 5 p.m. I don't think we'll be doing it. Well, it'll come down to see how I feel and how tired we are. But everyone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And as always, hope you enjoyed the show. See you on the next one.